I like to call it the Margarita Effect. That was my trigger for change 4 years ago. I was at a Mexican restaurant having a margarita on a Friday evening waiting for my partner. It was in Haji Lane, you may know the place. My husband was a bit late. He was caught up with work, and he arrived all agitated. Sylvia, we have to start preparing for the move. I was approached by the headhunters in the US. We have to start getting out of Singapore and prepare everything for it. It's everything we wanted. It is happening now. At that point, my heartbeat increased dramatically. I could feel my face turning all red, my ears going numb, and in the background, the voice of my husband talking and talking, farther and farther away from me, and in slow motion. Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't take it. I was overwhelmed. I looked at my margarita there, and it gave me the courage to speak up and say these words as I felt a burning sensation in my throat. I'm sorry. I cannot follow you. The rest is history. He engaged with his employers, and I engaged with both a therapist and a lawyer. After 20 years of marriage, you can imagine I had a lot of work to do. My first objective was to be at peace and happy on my own. So I engaged with all sorts of self-development practices, courses here and there. My first stop was Vipassana, meditation for 11 days on a silent retreat. It felt like prison, nothing like what Scott was telling us earlier. I couldn't speak to anybody. I couldn't even look at people in the eyes, let alone checking your mobile or your email. That was taken away from you from day one. I remember on day 3, I was in that room full of people, all of us meditating for hours. My back was hurting badly. It was bloody hot. 32 degrees or so it might have been. It was hard. Suddenly, all these memories came to mind. All these good memories of my relationship came to me at once. A trick my mind was playing in search for comfort. I couldn't resist it. I started crying like a baby, in fact, hysterically. I left the place. And I wanted to go home. I wanted to go to my old life. What the hell am I doing here? A facilitator followed me and signaled, shh, and made me go back. Really? Not even a hack to calm me down? Are you joking? Day after day, eventually, with all those memories coming to my mind, I understood why I needed to be there, why I needed to be alone for a while. By day 10, it was such a liberating experience. I managed to disentangle what many months of therapy couldn't help with. So really, Vipassana helped me with the first lesson. Quiet your mind, listen to yourself, and you'll become more neutral and more true to who you are. That was the beginning of my journey. After that, I did all sorts of things here and there. After 2 years of spiritual tourism, as I like to call it, I was grounded and strong again. I was ready to meet new people. I was ready to go out there. I was missing the someone special in my life, what I call the cherry on the cake. And then a friend of mine invited me to a party. The least expected day, I went into that party. A few days earlier, I had bad news from home. My auntie passed away, and I was not in my best mood, I have to say. However, I went in. I thought it would do good to be in good company. So I walked into my friend's place. She welcomed me with a hug. And there she was. People stopped me at this point and asked me, do you mean he? No, she. There she was, Kathy. She smiled at me. She gave me the most beautiful smile and asked me, "Do you want a hug too?" And her smile made me shift immediately. She gave me the most wonderful hug. I was happy, excited. I had butterflies in my stomach. That's when I knew I was into new beginnings. Thank you.